Allow yourself to bend into your knees and feel your feet flat onto the floor. Allow the arms to come down beside your rib cage. And allow yourself to tuck the chin in towards the hollow of the throat. Begin to notice all the parts of the body that don't touch the earth. And then begin to soften into the ones that do touch the earth. Begin to flow the breath into a nice deep 3-part yogic breath, just 2 rounds. Let the belly rise, take it all the way up to the collarbones. And then a nice long exhale, releasing out. And perhaps allowing the next 3-part yogic breath to be even deeper. Feel the belly rise up through the middle chest, all the way up to the tips of the lungs by the collarbone. And the nice, long, slow release out. And then begin to shift into your diaphragmatic breath. So we're going to inhale through the nose, count to 4. And then a nice, long exhale through the mouth, count to 6. Imprint the low back, engage the pelvic floor, press the feet into the earth, and squeeze an imaginary block. On the in-breath, gently release, allowing the arc of the back to return. Feet just soft onto the earth. And then a nice long exhale, again engaging. And this morning, I've always enjoyed every year to watch Harriet and her partner with their baby eagles. And this year, they lost their first one. And they had eggs again. They laid 2 eggs and raised both of them. And both of the eaglets have now grown up and they both left the home. And so Harriet and her partner are back in the nest alone. But it's such a pleasure and such a joy to see these eagles just soar as they leave their home and go out on their own. So perhaps this morning, allow yourself to take that example of nature and allow your practice to be a place where you can soar into all of the different aspects of your being, to feel the physicality. 2 more nice diaphragmatic breaths as we warm the core and begin to move with the breath. But just allowing us to explore all the different regions, every pose. Notice how connected we stay with our breath, how we can use the breath as a catalyst to engage the muscles and release the muscles, how we can allow ourselves to just notice and witness the mind and the emotions and the sensations. 1 more full, nice, deep diaphragmatic breath, please. And then with your next in-breath, allow yourself to walk the heels back by the tush, feet hip-width apart. Tuck the chin into the hollow of the throat. And on an in-breath, let's take and rise the arms up overhead, bring the backs of the hands to the earth. And just take 3 breaths here using nice Ujjayi breath. Begin to tighten the tush muscles. Begin to allow all of the muscles to hug the bones. Just breathing fully and completely, stretching from the base of the spine all the way to the fingertips. 1 more full deep breath here, really squeezing and lifting into this nice, strong bridge pose. With your next in-breath, allow the arms to gently begin to rise, and as you feel the palms descend to the earth, bring the spine down with it disc by disc or 1 length. We're going to do that 4 more times. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead, touch backs of the hands to the earth. On the exhale, gently come all the way down, spine and arms. 3 more, just moving as we begin to soar right into our practice. And 2 more, nice, long, deep Ujjayi breaths, flowing completely with the breath. And last 1. Really reaching, engaging, and releasing. Allow the right knee to come into the chest as you lengthen out the left leg, or you can keep the left foot on the floor. And then lengthen out that right leg. Use your hands to hold, drop towards you. Allow that right leg to move right to left a little bit and just notice the different attachments to the hamstrings. I'm hovering my left leg, but it can be onto the earth, or again, you can have the knee bent. Bring it to stillness and maybe draw your forehead up. And let's roll the ankle, roll that right ankle. You can do the left too if you're hovering, and then roll the other way. Please bring your head down when you need to. Nice slow rotations working into the feet and the ankles. And then just switch. So again, you can bend into the right knee, place the foot on the floor. And we're just going to take that left leg and just take it a little bit right to left. Just noticing where our tightness and tension is in the hamstring attachments. And then bring it to stillness. Draw the left leg towards you. Maybe bring the head up and take a deep stretch. Soften into it and begin to roll the ankles. Please bring your head down when it feels tired, or don't bring it up at all. Nice, big, slow rotations into the feet. And then gently hug both knees into the chest. Bring the arms out to a T, please. Make sure you're in alignment, hips, shoulders. Draw the shoulder blades down so that they're nicely attached. And on an in-breath, bring the legs up to the sky. Take a full in-breath, and on the exhale, mount the right leg to the right, along the right extended arm, and bring the left. Keep the head neutral and try to keep the left shoulder down. On an in-breath, come back up. And bring the left leg over to the left. Right follows via gravity. Press into that right shoulder blade. Please keep the head in the center. On an in-breath, raise the right leg. Let the left leg follow by gravity and take them again over to the right. Stack the two legs. Take and hover the right leg up above the left and roll the toes towards the sky. So that's that left leg on top. Just roll the toes up. And then gently bring them neutral, and left leg comes to the sky. Right follows by gravity. Of course, you can always keep the legs together if you want more core work. Allow yourself to hover the right leg, the top leg up on top, and roll the toes up towards the sky and feel the stretch into that upper thigh. And then turn the toes and roll them towards the floor and notice if there's any tightness or tension there. And then level the foot out, the right foot, and on an in-breath, bring it up and left up. Keep the legs really wide and begin to really use your hands inside your legs. Keep the feet natural and just find a nice deep inner stretch to the upper inner thigh. Relax the shoulder blades down, remove the shoulders away from the ears, and then slide the hands so that the fingers are just above the knee crease from the inside. And just bend into the knees and come into a version of Happy Baby. Let's begin to flow it with our Ujjayi breath. So on the in-breath, press into the heels, flex the feet, straighten the legs, play the toes. On the exhale, bend into the knees. 2 more times, extend out, really flex the feet. And then bend into the knees and draw the knees towards your ears. Last one, open up really wide. And then bend into the knees and draw them towards you. Tuck your chin into the hollow of the throat and come into your version of Happy Baby. 2 breaths. You can rock side to side. You can imprint the low back, imprint the shoulder blades. You can energetically use your arms on the inside to press into the legs and the legs into the arms, traction if you choose. And then slowly bring the feet together into butterfly above your chest, maybe your face. Draw the feet down towards you and find a nice stretch into the back ribs. Just a nice warming, opening up the back, the core. Begin to glide the inner feet along the sternum all the way down to the navel, to the groin. Take your hands towards your ankles And then drop the heels of your feet towards the groin as you open the knees wide. Feel a deep stretch into the shoulders. Please tuck the chin towards the hollow of the throat and slowly turn your head to the right. And breathe into the left side of the neck. Pull that left shoulder down. One more full deep breath. Try to soften and open up into the inner groin. Bring the head back to neutral, please, and on an exhale, take it over to the other side. Breathing in to that right side of the neck, the front side. Softening wherever you can. And then slowly on an in-breath, bring the head back to neutral. Draw the feet towards you and then wrap the arms on the outside, bring the knees together. Grab the back of the thighs and just roll up to the sitting bones. Come into easy Sukhasana. You can take the front leg up on top, bring the palms onto the knees, and let's just find a nice cat-cow spine. Rolling forward with the heart open, arching back, looking at the navel. Allow yourself to come back to neutral space and take it the other way. Big opening. Feel that beautiful opening of the sternum and then the spine. Last one. And drop back to neutral space. If you're in easy Sukhasana, switch and bring the other leg up on top. And then a nice cat-cow coming forward and back. In and out. 2 more times. Maybe finding your lion's breath. Draw it all the way back up to neutral space. And let's just take and come over to the right. So let the right palm come down to the earth, plug in the shoulder blade, and reach with the left arm across above the head. Roll the elbow back, maybe on an in-breath. Look up to the sky, and on an exhale, look down. Keep pressing that left tush down. Deep stretch through the right rib wall. We're going to take the eyes to the earth, and on an in-breath, we're just going to bring that left arm all the way forward and take it over to the other side. So feel the movement nice and slow. You can extend the arm out. You can bend into the elbow. Maybe if it feels safe, look up at the sky. Make sure that left shoulder blade's plugged in. Just really stretching that entire right side. On an exhale, look down to the floor. And then we're going to roll all the way forward and bring both palms onto the earth. Long spine. Traction with the heels of the palms, lengthening the spine, crown of the head coming straight forward. Feel a nice flat back. And then tip the right shoulder down with the left. And then switch the other side, stretching into the low back. Drop back into neutral and gently walk the fingers all the way back. Lengthen the legs out. Give them a nice shake, please. Let's take and bend into the right knee. Let's have a fist length between the right heel and the inner left thigh. Engage into the left leg. Play the toes. Lift up nice and tall. Use the left arm like a coat hanger hook. Bring that right hand back, and then on an exhale, let's come into a nice twist, please. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. One more full deep breath here. And then on an in-breath, allow yourself to come forward. And we're just going to raise that left leg. I've interlaced my fingers on my right shin bone. I'm pressing and engaging that right leg. And I'm pulling the shoulder blades down, navel to spine. I can really feel the quad muscles fire up. One more breath. And then very gently release it down. And let's bring that right foot inside, lifting up into Janu Shirshasana. Bring the right heel as close to the groin as you can. Lift up nice and tall. And then just rotate the sternum towards the knee. Use the right hand to lower down on an exhale. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, bring it down and take 2 deep breaths as we really open up that low back. This is a nice stretch for the sacral spine. You can take yourself left and right, or you can pulse up and down a little bit. With your next in-breath, gently come all the way back upright. And let's take and bring that right knee back up and extend that leg out and give it a nice shake. Switching sides, bringing in the left foot. Lift up nice and tall. Flex deeply into that right leg. Use the right arm to hook. Tall spine, left hand back behind. And on an exhale, rotate into your twist. Again, you can trace a smile along the collarbone. You can take the head from left to right, or right ear to right shoulder, left ear to left shoulder. Don't forget to engage the core muscles to wring out all of the organs. On your next in-breath, very gently come all the way forward. And we're just going to drop that left foot inside the right, bringing that left heel as close as you can to the groin. And then we're just going to turn that sternum towards the knee. You can always use a strap if you'd like. Take a full in-breath and just glide that left hand down the leg. On an in-breath, rise up. And on the exhale, come down 2 breaths. Find as much opening into that left lower back as you can. This is such a beautiful stretch. One more full deep breath, please. And on your next in-breath, rise up and lengthen those legs all the way out. Give them a nice shake. Good. From there, allow yourself, please, to come into tabletop. And let's lift up onto the fingertips. If that's appropriate for you, it might be fists, it might be palms. Tap the tops of the feet, please. Good. Crown of the head moving forward. Find that nice flat back. Really plug in the right shoulder blade, and on an in-breath, lift the right arm, left arm all the way up to the sky. And exhale, reach through. Inhale, lift. So begin to feel that nice eagle flow soaring through. One more time, nice and slow. Try to let the movement flow with the breath. Reach all the way through and draw it all the way back up. And exhale down. Good. From there, allow yourself to do a nice yes with the head. Plug in that left shoulder blade, and on an in-breath, right up, reach through. Inhale, reach. Exhale, take it through. So you guessed it, today we'll have several eagle poses, inverted, sitting, draw it all the way back up, and balancing. So gently come all the way down. Let's take and tuck your toes under, and again, you can be on your fists if you would like. Tuck your toes under, and then just lift your knees off the floor and rock onto those toes. And then press right into your down dog. Find a nice runner stretch here. And then a nice down dog. Nice yes with the head. Bring the feet together and bring the right leg up to the sky, stack the hip. Gently release and bring it down. Same thing left side, in breath, left leg up, stack the hip. Draw the right heel down. Square the hips and allow yourself to bring the left leg down. On an in-breath, come forward plank and down onto the knees. Rock all the way back into child's pose. Like an eagle would, take your arms and sweep them back by your feet. Palms open to the sky. Reach the fingers away from the ears. Bring the forehead towards the floor, towards the earth. Press into the tops of the feet and the shin bones. Bring the thumb inside, wrap the fingers around, and just lift knuckles towards the wrist. Open the hands, and one more time, just releasing those wrists. From there, press into the shin bones and do a reverse swan dive. So engage the core. Inhale, rise. Rotate the arms, come all the way up, look up. And on the exhale, swan dive right back down. Take it slow. Reverse the arms, work into the shoulders, step the palms on the back, forehead to the earth. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Feel the freedom. Nice. Come all the way up. I'm going to tuck my toes under, coming into camel pose. Bring the hands to the low back, to the hamstrings. Draw the elbows together. Bring the hips forward. Take 2 breaths. And then transition. You can come into half camel. You can stay here. You can come into full camel. Just try to keep the shoulders square. Bring those hips forward. If you come into half camel, do both sides, please. Head can come back or chin to chest. Just open up through the front of the body. As you're ready, draw it all the way back up. I'm going to untuck my toes, and on an exhale, we're going to swan dive down, nice and slow. Engage the core. Coming down onto the right ear. And on an in-breath, reverse swan dive, bring it up, and we'll do the other side. So swan diving down, hinging from the hips, rotating those arms, bending into the elbows, a very precise movement, and then draw it all the way back up. And on an exhale, swan dive down into tabletop. Down dog, raise the right leg up to the sky, and on an exhale, step all the way through, low lunge. Allow yourself to pivot onto the back heel. Lengthen through that extended left leg, draw the right hip back, and bring both hands on either side of the ankle. Lift the spine tall. And really engage the muscles. Find a nice plank body, shoulders all the way down. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. Feel yourself lift both insteps, press into the big toe mound. On an exhale, please bring the hands down. Come onto the left toes, and let's bring that right arm to the sky. Full in breath, full out breath. Take a full in breath, and on the exhale, bring it back down, step back, down dog. You can come down onto your knees, and we're going to come into up dog. So use an in breath. If you want, you can bring your knees down, untuck your toes, and roll, pressing into the tops of the feet. Take it back into down dog, exhale. Left leg up to the sky. And on an exhale, bring it through nice and slow. Find your low lunge. Make sure feet are hip width apart. Engage all of the muscles. Lift the insteps. Pivot onto that back heel. And both hands to the ankle. So your feet are heel to heel or hip width apart, like a warrior one. Breathe. One more full deep breath. If you feel so inclined, you can bring the arms out and begin soar. Let it be your practice. Maybe this is too much today. On an exhale, bring it down. Fingertips to the earth. Come back up onto the right toes. And on an in breath, bring the left arm to the sky. Rotate and twist. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. Take a full in breath, and on the exhale, bring it down and step back, foot to front, foot flat back. Exhale, forward fold, please. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Adjust your feet so you feel very comfortable. And on an in breath, take the hands back up behind you. Bring your forehead towards your shin bones and really open up into that one fist. You can bring the heels of the palms together or leave them wide. You can even release the one fist and just let the arms get heavy with the palms towards the sky. Maybe draw a circle with your head clockwise and then counterclockwise. Gently release the one fist to your back. Soften into the knees. Flatten the back. And on an in-breath, rise all the way up, flat back. As you come all the way upright, roll the shoulders back. Let the knuckles come towards the earth. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. One more full deep breath here. And then gently release the arms and find your mountain pose. Take one more full deep breath. And imagine the sky, being up in the sky, what's below you. Let's begin to soar. On an in breath, arms out to the side, all the way up, look up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Step right foot back, pivot onto the heel. Inhale, warrior one. Right, left hand grabs right wrist. Sink down into it, and on an exhale, let's lean over to the left. Watch your balance, come into a nice stretch. Press into the outer edge of the right foot. Strong into the left, lift the instep on the left foot. Bring the hands all the way back up. And here we go, let's just soar downward. Nice and slow, feel the strength. Good, from there, low lunge, step back. Into down dog. Inhale, plank. Knees come down. Chin chest. Or just rock back into child's pose, or just sink all the way down to the earth. Remember, you can always skip vinyasa, lift up into your cobra, and take it all the way back, down dog or child. Take a full in breath, and a full out breath. Take a full in breath, and on the exhale, bring the right foot forward. Low lunge. Pivot onto the back heel. Inhale, warrior one. Take and spin the left palm to the sky. Let the right hand hold the left wrist. Square hips and shoulders. Engage into the legs. Feel the length of the spine. And then on an exhale, take it over to the right. Gently draw it all the way back upright. Release. And on an exhale, just diving. What's below you? Imagine the Grand Canyon. Slowly sink it all the way down. Come onto the left toes. And step left foot to right foot, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend into the knees, cross the thumbs. Feel the heels of the feet. Squeeze imaginary block between the calves and the thighs, upper thighs. On an in breath, reach forward and lift all the way skyward. Palms together, stay upright, or maybe a beautiful heart opening. Draw it all the way back up, and exhale right down to the midline. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Step right foot back, pivot onto the heel, rainbow up, warrior two. Take a full in breath, and a full out breath. Lengthen out, back shoulder in line with front shoulder. Take a full in breath, and on an exhale, right arm under left, eagle arms. Bring the head to look towards the hands. Close the eyes. Both elbows over to the right. Take a full in breath, and on the exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Breathing fully and completely. Watch your balance. If the eyes are closed, you may find you're wobbling. Draw the crown of the head back up and arms out. Take it all the way back, evolved, warrior two. On an in breath, come all the way forward, straighten front leg. And take it back, evolved triangle. Breathe. One more full deep breath. On an in breath, drop forward. And on an exhale, come into your version of triangle. Use the bottom hand attraction. Use your blocks if you would like. You can begin to sink, but top shoulder, top hip should stay open. Eyes to the sky or to the earth. One more full deep breath, please. And then allow yourself to soften into the front knee. Rise all the way back up, and exhale, warrior two. Cartwheel all the way forward, low lunge. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, bow over the front leg. Gently come all the way back forward, low lunge, one more time. Good, draw it all the way forward, low lunge, and walk to the center of your mat. Take it side to side. One more time, each side opening up very slow. And then walk all the way back up to the front of the mat, step back plank, down dog. Inhale, plank, engage, exhale, down dog. Coming back into plank, 30 seconds, engage. You can come down onto your forearms into dolphin plank. You can also come all the way down onto your belly and come into locust pose, strengthening the back muscles. Enjoy deep breaths. Allow the lower ribs to bend as you squeeze upper collarbone, lower ribs, floating ribs towards each other, rounding that upper back just slightly. Pressing the floor away, engaging the legs. One more breath. You have a choice here. You can chaturanga, knees, chin, chest. You can come right into child's pose. Listen to your body. Keep the elbows straight back. Rise up, cobra. And take it all the way back to child's pose or down dog. 2 breaths. In and out. Take a full in breath. And a full out breath. One more full deep breath. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, step right foot forward. Low lunge. Pivot onto the back heel, please. Inhale, rainbow up, warrior 2. Settle down into it, find that nice opening. Heel toe in and out. One more nice deep breath. Good, have your feet towards each other. And then we're gonna bring left arm under right, eagle arms. Turn the head to the center to look at the arms. Take both elbows over to the left, please. And right ear, right shoulder, breathing into that left neck. Maybe close the eyes. Watch your balance. Breathe. On an in breath, crown the head to the sky, arms open. And exhale, take it back, evolve, warrior 2. Feel a nice opening, stretching, sinking, soaring. Woo, what do I mean by sinking? Letting the muscles relax through the face and the neck. Straighten the front leg and take it back, evolve, triangle. Good, and breathe. On an in breath, bring the arms forward. And then reach. Reach. Make sure you traction and open. Feel that left hip open up. Pull the shoulder blades down. Maybe melting if that's appropriate for you. We just want to keep that top hip and shoulder open. One more breath. Soften into the front knee, rise it all the way back up. And exhale, warrior 2. Cartwheel all the way forward, please. Find your low lunge. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, fold forward. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, fold forward. Exhale, low lunge. Allow yourself to step left foot to right, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Adjust the feet, and on an in breath, rise right up into chair pose. Good, and breathe. We'll take another 30 seconds here. So pull the shoulder blades down. Feel the heels of the feet. Feel the quads engage as you squeeze an imaginary block and then the tush. As you pull the shoulder blades down, allow yourself to just really protect the back muscles. Draw the navel to the spine. Breathing in and breathing out. One more full deep breath here, please. Nice. And then rise all the way up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Bring it all the way up. Touch the palms together overhead. And we're going to shift and bring right leg over left. Hug the lower legs together, please. The upper legs. You can walk your hands down your legs or bend into the knees, soften, and swan dive down. So we take a nice stretch. Hands can be on blocks. Allow yourself to move to the right and to the left. Deep stretch, open up. Come back forward, please. Soften into the right knee or the front knee and lengthen through that back leg and breathe into the stretch. One more full deep breath. We're gonna rise up and come into eagle pose. So engage the legs, tush, navel to spine, walk the hands up the legs, or reverse swan dive, bring it all the way up, almost to touch. And then on an exhale, bring the arms out to the side, sweep them down, and we're going to bring left arm under right and come into eagle arms. So you're flat-footed right now. If you choose, allow yourself to soften into the left knee, or you can stay right where we're at and begin to find your eagle pose. So you can keep the right big toe on the earth. Bend into the knees, hug the legs together, or you can bring it up to the thigh and maybe wrap that right foot along the left calf. It may feel okay to come forward and bring elbows towards the knees. Are you soaring? Good, we're gonna step all the way out. So on an in breath, come up. Woo, nice, open up, and we're just gonna step out. And a big circle, come down into a big wide squat, lift up, open up, nice V, and exhale, bring it down, sweep the arms out to the side, shift onto the heels, lift all 10 toes, protect your back, one more breath. And then on an exhale, hands to the earth, heel toe the feet back in. Oh, nice. Feet together, forward fold. Inhale, take it skyward. Leaving the nest, hitting the sky, backs of the hands together. Deep stretch, breathe. One more full deep breath here. Rise up onto the tippy toes. Find your balance, squeeze the pinky fingers together, and then gently come back down onto the heels. We're going to take and bring left leg over right. And on an exhale, bring the arms out. We're going to bring right arm under left, eagle arms. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to inhale, draw it all the way up. Almost forgot, take it all the way down. And again, you can just walk your hands down. Find your stretch. You can also use a table or a chair. You've got so many props at the house. Rock side to side. And then come straight forward, bend into the front knee and lengthen through that right leg. Feel the stretch. What happens if you square hips? Now we're going to reverse swan dive all the way up, or walk your hands up the leg. Soft, squeeze the legs together. Watch your balance. This is a lot of balance this morning in these poses. Sweep the arms all the way up. And then we're going to bring right arm under left, eagle arms, and come into your version of eagle pose. So you can keep the big toe on the ground of the left foot. Squeeze the inner legs that touch together. That can be your eagle pose right there. Or you can bring it up onto the thigh. Perhaps if it feels good, you can begin to bring elbows to knee or not. It's your choice. Full deep breaths. One more. And then as you're ready, rise up. Nice and slow, maybe, or quick. Step all the way out. Good. Let the toes come out. Come into star pose. Reach through the fingers, and on an exhale into goddess pose. Take right arm under left, and both elbows over to the right. Bring them back to neutral, please, and sweep back open and left and right. Take both elbows over to the left. Good, sit into that chair. And then bring the elbows back to neutral, and on an exhale, just mount forward. Heel toe in and drop into a wide squat. Or you can keep bringing the legs in. Nice deep breaths. And we're going to transition right down onto the sitting bones, however that works for you. And we're going to take and lengthen out both legs. And we're going to take and bring left knee over right knee. Some of you are going to stay right here. Some of you are going to bring that right heel back, and you can also elevate your hips. Use a blanket or a pillow. So we have left leg on top of right, knees are stacked, right leg might be straight out. If your right leg is straight out, take your left heel and try to bring it towards your right hip so that you have the knees stacked. From there, please allow yourself to bring the right hand to the spine or to the left shoulder and bring that left arm up. Take a nice deep stretch here. So we are stacking the knees and taking a nice stretch. Good, one more breath here. And then on an exhale, just hinge forward. Any little bit, this should be a nice hip opener. If you have your right leg extended, you might want to place a block or a small rolled towel under there. Feel the nice length of your back, square the shoulders and the hips, and just melt. One more breath. Gently rise up, release the hands down, and we're just going to switch legs. So left leg will extend with the right knee on top, stacked, with the right heel by the left hip, so that it's nice and stacked, or you're going to stack both knees. Another way to stack the knees is to come forward and bring the feet out to the side. I like to work my feet forward and then flex into the feet. And we're going to take and bring left arm under right, please. Take both elbows up. I did that wrong. Let's take your left hand up to your spine or your shoulder, right hand up. Try to square through the shoulders, lift up through the spine, feel the broadness of the back side of the back ribs. And then hinge forward any little bit and breathe into the opening. This is a nice hip opener. Ooh, one more full deep breath, please. And then gently rise it all the way back up and release the arms down. From there, gently unwind the legs, lengthen them out. Make sure the feet are all the way to the top of the mat, please. Allow yourself to lift the flesh underneath, opening up. Soften into the knees and bring the arms to the sky. On an exhale, slowly roll it all the way down and hug the right knee into the chest. And then the left, please. From there, allow yourself to cross right leg over left, come into eagle legs. Try to bring your knees up on top of your hips, which will require you to engage your core muscles. And then we're going to take and draw left arm under right, eagle arms. Imprint the low back. You're going to separate elbows and knees as much as it feels comfortable, but only if you have control. And then we're just going to allow ourselves to place a block underneath the head, or you can keep the head on the floor. And you can use an in-breath or an exhale to touch elbows and knees. Separate elbows and knees. If you can, 10, just breathing into it. Nice, slow, mindful movements. Soaring now. It's kind of like floating on the water. So imagine just floating in that sky. A beautiful, different kind of soaring. Nice deep breaths. 2 more. You can also just hold your hands behind your head and just lift up and engage would be a nice modification. Very gently bring the head down, keep the knees stacked and strong towards your chest. That feels so good. Rock a little bit right and left. As we soar, how do we feel? Reshuffle the legs, bring left over right. Perhaps you can hook the foot or not. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Again, you can just interlace your fingers behind your head. Bring your knees up on top and imprint your back and just breathe. Otherwise, we're going to bring right arm under left. Left under right. And on an exhale or an in-breath, whatever makes you feel most comfortable and gives you the most control. This is really good to work the lower ab muscles because they have the weight of the legs to draw that together. Being mindful of the low back. Be mindful too of the head and the neck. It's always okay to undo, place the head on a block or keep the head on the floor. 3 more. Nice deep breaths. And then gently release. Bring the feet down one at a time. And let's take and cross right leg over left. I forgot to put the knees into the chest. Sorry guys, with them stacked. And then just very gently bring the feet out to the side and come into a nice hip opener. Tuck the chin into the hollow of the throat. I'm holding my feet, but you could actually just hold on the outside by the knees and just try to open the legs that way. Draw it down towards your sternum. Nice stretch. On an in-breath, allow yourself to just widen the legs and then switch and come to the other side. So you can grab just below the knee creases. You can grab the ankles. You can grab the edges of the feet. Bring them forward and down and breathe into the stretch. Remember too, if you choose, you can come into shoulder stand and plow if you would rather. One more breath here, and then very, very gently release. Draw the knees into the chest and bring right foot down, left foot down. For those of you, if you chose to go up into shoulder stand, begin to work into plow pose. We're going to take, for those of us who choose not to do that, to bring the soles of the feet into butterfly. Walk the heels as close to the groin as possible. And then just use the hands from the groin to just sweep down towards the knees. And then just allow for that very slight pressure to gently open up into the inner groin. And take 3 breaths. Full in breath. Full out breath. One more full deep breath, please. And then very, very gently, for those of you in plow, begin to come out. For those of us in butterfly, draw the inner thighs together and imprint the low back, and then arc it, just a couple of pelvic tilts to release, and then draw the knees into the chest. Please bring the right foot down, left on top. For those of you who have back issues, you're not going to want to take this eagle twist. So we're going to come into a twist on the right. So if you want to come into eagle legs, cross your left over your right. If you want, hug the knees into the chest. Bring the arms out to the side. Engage enough core to slowly roll the legs over to the right. This is a pretty deep twist. And then use the right hand to gently caress and bring the knees towards the earth as you roll to the other side. Take 2 full deep breaths. For those of you in eagle legs, this should be a nice twist through all the organs. So if you want at the bottom of the breath, engage the core muscles and bring out the organs. Please bring the head back to neutral. Engage enough core that you can safely bring the knees towards your chest and then roll onto the back. Use the arms to hug in and bring nose towards stacked knees. Head comes down. Right foot comes down. Take left leg off. Again, a pelvic tilt if you need, or knees to chest. That's a very deep twist. Heel toe the feet together, right leg over left. Arms out to the side. You don't have to bring the knees to your chest. You can take and bring that right foot underneath the left thigh and then just mount the knees over to the left. Or you can draw them up towards your rib cage, engage the core muscles, and slowly take it over to the left. Gently touching down, using left hand, rolling head to the right, and take some deep breaths. Take a full in breath, and a nice, long, slow exhale. One more full deep breath in this twist. Bring the head back to neutral. Hug the knees into the chest. And then very, very gently bring that left foot down. Right foot down. Hug both knees into the chest, draw knee to nose. And then find your perfect spot for Shavasana. You can take and place the block underneath the sacral spine and open up into star pose. That's a really nice way to open up the front body. Bring the legs wide and then arms wide. Or blocks underneath the knees. Find just your perfect position. But if you chose to come into star pose, or however you chose to come into it, allow yourself to close your eyes and take a full deep breath in. And then gently hold the breath. And as you hold the breath, imagine the sky. Find if there's clouds in the sky. And then take a full, nice, long exhale. Just like the eagle, imagine the view from high in the tree, looking out on the landscape. Notice if you're in the mountains, perhaps the Grand Canyon. Maybe you're out, Lake Powell with all the red rocks or Moab. Find just that exquisite place where you can begin to soar inwardly. Take one more full deep breath in and hold the breath. And then take a nice long exhale, please. Release it out and begin to soften into all the muscles. And then just imagine yourself, please, just soaring through the sky as you soften all the muscles throughout the entire physicality. And imagine that you can just, with the wings spread out so wide, that you can just glide on this breeze as you keep drawing more inward. Ahead, you can see the sun just coming through the clouds. And you're flying towards these beautiful rays. And as you look towards the earth, you see where the rays of light have just let up, have created a beautiful lighting upon the landscape. And you just fly towards that. And you just continue to soften. Allow the breath to get very soft and natural. And just ride the breeze as you draw inward. Soaring into the wings of love that are always there. Soaring into the light that always is within. Finding that joyous stream, that eternal joy. Just riding it, just riding it. Feel the light, feel the love, feel the joy. And then begin to stream the breath even deeper. Nice deep breaths in and out. Oh, and then feel a movement in fingers and toes. And then move, maybe stretch arms overhead into a lovely stretch. Maybe you just hug the knees into the chest. Maybe you roll the knees in a circle, massaging the back, just staying in the flow of that soaring. And then gently roll over onto the side. And embrace. Embrace this ride, this soaring, this eternal soaring that's always there, and then rise it up to the sitting bones and bring the palms to the heart. Just feel that effervescence, that joy, that light, that love. Bring the palms to the heart. Let's all exhale together, please. On an in-breath, arms out to the side, all the way up to the sky, look up and stretch. Follow a joyous om all the way down to the heart. And then just gently bow forward. Namaste.